Happy holidays and welcome to the December 2022 housing market update for the Denver residential real estate market. I'm Sam Wilson with the Sam Wilson Home Selling Team, and I have gifts for you this holiday season. First, I'm going to show you why and how the market is definitely favoring buyers more and more now, and then what that presents to you as gifts in the market for both sellers and especially buyers right now. So let's take a look at what's happening. First of all, inventory or active listings has almost tripled since the same time last year. That's this number right here. You can see it's down a little bit November to December, and that's typical this time of year. But what's important is there's almost 3 times as many homes for sale now as there were the same time last year. So that's a big deal. The second piece is closed homes. Look at this. While there's a lot less closed homes, it's showing that we're down, while homes are still selling, we're down about almost half of what we were this time last year. It's also trending down month over month. Again, the month over month, November to December, is pretty typical for this time of year in any year. Then the prices are coming down month over month. So I'll show you that right there. It's pretty much flat, but down 0.2%. What's interesting is that this 4.6% is significantly less of an increase December or November 22 versus November 21, where in the past several months we were seeing increases anywhere from 8 to 12%. One month even hit 15%. So the acceleration of price is slowing. Then we look at our days on market. So this is also good. It's taking a little more than twice as long for homes to go under contract when they're currently listed. One other important point about homes that are going under contract, it's on a different chart, but it shows that 55% of all homes that went under contract in November did so after a price reduction. So more than half of the homes that went under contract experienced a price reduction. As far as the other half, I think sellers are starting to price according to the market now. So there's going to be less price reductions, and those homes are going to sell a little bit faster if they're priced right out of the gate. So the cool thing about this, and I'm going to put on my Santa Claus hat for the rest of this, is that this is presenting some gifts for both buyers and sellers. So for sellers, this is still, technically it's a seller's market because there's only about 1 month of inventory as indicated right here. So with that, let's go to the pros and cons of the current market. So what's interesting here, and maybe some of you have seen this in one of my other videos where it was just a list of pros and cons. Well, I've summed it up this month as the pros being some gifts, especially to buyers. The one piece of coal, or the cons over here, this is a higher interest rate. Now, that's relative. Rates are still twice as much as they were back in February, March, April, but they're still not terrible and below the 50-year average. So running around the 6% range as I make this video, and they'll probably come down a little bit next spring. But what's important about that is once rates begin to come down again, there's going to be another buyer frenzy. Look, there's only 1% of the entire housing stock available for sale. Let me say that again. Only 1% of the existing housing stock, built homes, is for sale. Just 1%. Even back during the crisis in 2008 through 10, there was 4% of the available housing stock for sale. So there's still less inventory than we need to fulfill every single buyer's needs. That's why I say it's a buyer's market. the definition has to be re-examined. It comes from a long time ago in a land far, far away from the National Association of Realtors, saying that 6 months of inventory, available homes for sale, was a balanced market. Well, with all the differences in the market today versus then, things like corporate buyers, iBuyers, power buyers, hedge fund buyers, there's a lot more to be considered. And if this is, and I don't like this cliche, but it is the new normal level of inventory, then that in and of itself would indicate we need to be a little more flexible about what we're calling a buyer's or seller's market. The fact is that all these presents under the Christmas tree are favoring buyers, thus making it a buyer's market. And here's what I mean. So yeah, the chunk of coal in the stocking is higher interest rates, but that's allowing, and again, think of the chart I just showed. There's more choices. There's more homes for sale, a lot more homes, 3 times more homes for sale. And you have time to think about it because it's taking longer for them to go under contract. You can negotiate below the asking price. You can get a seller to pay your closing costs. You can negotiate appraisals. You do not have to accept property anymore that won't appraise for what you're paying for it. You can get cash at closing for repairs and upgrades to your home. There's a whole nother video on my YouTube channel about how we do that. There's actually 3 different programs right now where you can borrow more than the purchase price and have that money on hand to do repairs after closing with a contractor of your choice, actually. So take a look at that. But beat out other cash buyers. You don't have to have cash to compete right now. You can definitely compete with financed purchases. Get sellers to give you concessions. That could be anything from closing costs to repairs to buying or making an investment into a lower rate for you, known as a buy down. Again, more on that on a separate topic, but sellers will also take contingent offers, meaning contingent on you selling a home. Let's say you have a bigger home, you're downsizing, a smaller home, you're upsizing. If you want to wait to purchase the replacement home, or you have to wait in order to get the cash from your previous home sale, we can negotiate that now. Sellers are willing to do that. Sellers will definitely make repairs. That's covering inspection items for health and safety issues. And finally, you can get sellers to give you a home buyer warranty. So if something does go wrong a year, up to a year after you purchase, you have an insurance in place to take care of things like that. So look at all those gifts that this market is giving you with just one piece of coal, if you will, stuck in the stocking. So I'm Sam Wilson with the Sam Wilson Home Selling Team. If you'd like to find out what your home would sell for, or you would like to get a free list of homes that meet all your criteria, not only from all the realtors and real estate companies out there, but homes that you can't find on the internet, we have those lists for you. We also have a list of homes with price reductions and homes that you can borrow more than the purchase price in order to get money to fix it up after closing with your contractor. So if any of that is important to you, or again, for sellers, if you just like to know how much you will get from a buyer for your home right now, all the positive equity and how much will be left in your pocket, I'd be happy to discuss that with you. It's always free. There's never any obligation. Enjoy the blog this month. Again, happy holidays. And I look forward to speaking with you in January. Have a great holiday season.